Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Zach Wilson and the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Alright, I see you stupid fool. Oh, fuck that one, man. Let's send a message, bitch. The message should be out now, you stupid fuck. I was trying to get a,
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
All right.
The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure, and he
Good
can't
job,
get
Lawson.
rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, he was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
So my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
I'm taking my 4th and 4.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They start with a give to counter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Murray now on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 4 catches, 56 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against 2nd to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
This guy should have broke on the ball, man. Maybe I'm wrong, looking at it wrong. Sauce is standing right there. He ain't never broke toward the ball till I try to change it. It's cheap, man.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd and 2, Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right? In preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. It's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Jets at 11 and 2 now, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that falls to the ground. Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They go play action now. Wilson. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. On On second down, a run with Hall. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Murray now. The quick slant caught.
Lawson was in the fucking game. What did he do?
A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, that's some bullshit. That was slants. That's some bullshit, man.
Roadblock with that incompletion. They don't need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Who dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, come on, they made this guy come back.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way.
Make this guy come back. Look at this shit, man. This guy goes out 1, 2, 3, 4 yards. He's right here running straight across. 34. Throw the ball, and he comes back up.
Right, and lost yardage.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away.
That's
and his kick here is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the 1st half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Here's Murray. Catch made here by Campbell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Murray again. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And that'll keep the drive alive.
Oh, man, this motherfucker did not get across the line with that ball. Why'd he cheat me like that, man? That ball ain't nowhere over right now. That ball ain't even get over there. That ball didn't make it. God damn, they cheated me, boy. Wow.
To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Good job, baby. Good job.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Now, that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action with Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Wilson on first down. It's incomplete.
Oh, come on, man. They made this guy drop the ball.